apologize for the loading issues and stuff like that. So we're back on now. So let me go ahead and see do our recaps. We have it on the screen now. The once again, New Orleans Baby Cakes went 6-1 over the Nashville Sound. So see if I put the recording on. Recording is on. So once again, we're sorry. So we just had a little trouble. So just please bear with me. Look, we're trying to get these things up. Let's go back in. See if I get you in, get back in. So once again, we're sorry. So back on. Uh, Thank you, Randy, for sharing. I appreciate it. We had a little issues with our loading, so we apologize once again. So let me go ahead and go over the recaps. Baby Cakes once again went 6-1. Let's begin in the bottom of the fourth. Baby Cakes did score 2 runs. It was 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Also, the Nashville Sounds did score in the top of the sixth. Made it, yeah, 2-1. 2-1. It was 2-0, and then 2-1. Also, in the bottom of the sixth, it was 3-1 Baby Cakes on a single. Also, it was 4-1, so they got out to a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the sixth. Also, they made it 5-1 on a ground ball. That was a fielder's choice, and then Magner Sierra scored. Also, in the bottom of the eighth, it was 6-1 Baby Cakes. So that was all they needed to win. 6-1. So 6-1 Baby Cakes. The Baby Cakes are now 55 and 49. They will play the same two teams later on this afternoon at 6 p.m. at the Shrine on Airline. Let's go ahead and switch this over. Okay, let's go over the box score. Um, Box score: Sierra was 1 for 4. Alvarez was 2 for 4. Also, Diaz was 0 for 3. Um, Brinson was 1 for 3. Marrero was 2 for 4. Harria was 1 for 4. Galloway 0 for 3. Also Castillo 1 for 3, and also Guerrero 1 0 for 4. Now the Baby Cakes went 3 for 11 in with runners in scoring position, so that's something that shouldn't be going on. They should have more opportunities to score. So 3 for 11. Look, sure, you had 3 runners on base out of 11. So look, that's not bad, but hey, there's room for improvement. They left 6 men on base. Team left on base was 6. They had 14 total left on base um, for the Baby Cakes. So let's see who's in here. One, two, and two people. So how you doing? Whoever's coming in here. Okay, let's go over the pitching. Gunkel was the winning pitcher. He had 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. One of them was earned. He had 2 walks and 8 strikeouts, 3.86 ERA. Kenley had 2 strikeouts in 1 inning of work, 1.72 ERA. Also, Bug had 2 strikeouts and no walks, no hits, no runs, no earned runs given up. Also, Graves had 2 hits, no 1 hit, gave up 2 walks and 1 strikeout. 2 strikeouts, excuse me. I'm trying to get back on track here. They had 14 strikeouts total, so that was good pitching. But they gave up 6 hits and 1 run, and one of them was earned. So unfortunately, they like I said, in a win like that. So um, that's the Baby Cakes recap. We'll go over to the Biloxi Shuckers and we switch this out. Okay, now the Biloxi Shuckers went 3-1 over the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimps. They are now 63 and 41 on the season. Same two teams most likely later on this evening. Okay, let's go ahead and give you the plays ahead of the plays in the game. Okay, Biloxi in the top of the seventh did score 3 runs, so they scored their first run was 2-0, and then 3-0, and then in the bottom of the eighth, for Jacksonville, they only scored their 1 run, made it 3-1, and the rest was groundouts, strikeouts, and walks in those games. So that's the actual scoring from Biloxi and Jacksonville. Let's go ahead and give you the switch this over. Go back to the actual box score. Okay, box score. Biloxi Sego Villa had he was 0 for 4. Wilson went 0 for 4. Leonard went 2 for 4. Thomas went 2 for 4. Gatewood 0 for 4. Um, Hamel went 0 for 2. Jaimo Josier Josie went 0 for 4. McDowell went 0 for 2. Foul. He was 0 for 2. Also Irwin 0 for 1. Um, Balacello no um, hit on him. So let's begin. Baby Cakes, excuse me, Biloxi Shuckers went 0 for 2. They left 10 men on base. No, 5, excuse me. 5, 5. They left 5 and struck out 10 times. So that's for Biloxi. Also, Biloxi pitching. Um, um, as a team, they had 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. They gave up 7 hits, 1 run, and that's it. Foul had 8 strikeouts and 2 walks. He gave up 5 hits. Also, Barcelo with 1 strikeout. Also, Porch went 2 strikeouts, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. One of them was earned, and also Grapes, no line on him. So that's the Biloxi and Jacksonville recap. That is, and we'll go over to the Major League recaps in 1 second. Switch this over. Okay, Major League recaps from last night. The Texas Rangers. We'll start with them. They did go to 13 innings yesterday to win over the Oakland A's. Um, so let's give you their updates. Let's go ahead and do that. Give you their box score. Okay, they went 5-2 over the Oakland A's. It was in so they won. They won an extra, not in extra innings, but um, um, full 9 innings. So let's give you their scoring plays. I'm trying to get back on track. Sorry about the problems we had earlier. So we're back up. So let's begin in the bottom of the first. Um, Oakland did score 1 run. It was 1-0 on a sac fly. Also, they scored the second run. It was on a single. It was 2-0, so they got it off to a 2-0 lead. Also, Texas scored in the top of the fourth. They scored on a double, double, and single. It made it 3-2. Top of the sixth, it was 4-2. Texas Rangers on a single. Also, it was 5-2 Texas Rangers on a home run by Willie Calhoun. So also, let's see, top of the ninth, they only had a fielding error, double play, and strikeout. So that was in the top of the ninth. So your winning pitcher was Lynn. He was 13-6. So let's go ahead and give you their box score for the Texas Rangers. Okay, Texas Rangers. Chu went 0 for 3. He had a walk. Odo went 1 for 5. He was left on base 3 times. Also, Sanchez was 0 for 5. He had one left on base. He struck out 3 times. Um, Mazzella, he went 1 for 2. He had a strikeout and one left on base. Calhoun was the main guy. He went 2 for 4. Um, 2 for 3. Excuse me. I'm getting 2 for 3. He went 2 for 3. So um, Cabrera went 3 for 4. Also, Four Star went 0 for 3, and the Shields went 0 for 4, and Manis went 0 for 4. So they left 15 on base. Their RSIP, the runners in scoring position, they were 3 for 5. They left 7 on team, so they had team. Their team was 7-6. So okay, that is the breakdown. Okay, next one is the pitching. Let's go over that. Okay, Lynn went 4 innings, not 6 innings. Excuse me. I'm I'm kind of just please excuse me, folks. I'm trying to get back from this. I had a little issues with the thing, so please just don't get upset with me when I'm trying to. I'm being off target, so let me try to get back on track. Okay, Lynn, 13. He had 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits, two runs, one was earned, 2 strikeouts, and 8 walks. Also, Chavez had 2 strikeouts. Lecletely, um, he had 1 strikeout. Martin um, had 2 strikeouts and 1 hit. So that is the recap on the Texas Rangers and the Houston um, Oakland A's. So so they went 5-2. They are now 55, 53, and 51. So I'm just not having a good day today, folks. Trying to get everything. Okay, let's go over the Houston Astros box score. Sorry for everything. I'm trying to recover from this problems that I had, so just don't get mad at me. Okay, let's go over the Astros. Astros went 5-3. Miller was the winner. He's 4-4. Martinez got the save. That was his 10th. So I'm going to give you the scoring plays. Let me go back. Give you the scoring plays. First scoring play for the Houston Astros was in the top of the fourth. Was a home run by Michael Brantley. Is 60 for the season. Alex Bregman did score on that. It was a 2-run home run. Made it 2-0. Astros top of the fourth. St. Louis did score in the bottom of the fourth on a single. Made it 2-1. And in the bottom of the seventh, Matt Wiener did hit a home run. That was his ninth for the season. Tied it up at 2. Also, Michael Brantley did walk. It was 3-2. Astros in the top of the eighth. Also, Paul Goldsmith hits a home run, 23rd of the season. It was 5-3 St. Louis. And I think that's how the game ended. 5-3. Your final. Astros are 66-39 on the season. Let's go ahead and give you their box score. Okay, the box score on the screen. Okay, Springer went 0 for 4. He was left on base once. Altuve went 0 for 3. He should get more hits. He struck out twice. Altuve, because look, you got Houston is back to full strength now. Houston is absolutely back to full strength. Look, there's no reason Altuve goes 0 3 and only walks one time and strike out two times. That's just not going to happen. Because look, you got to have consistency at the plate with the Houston Astros. Now, Alex Bregman, I was bagging on him the whole season. Look, he went 0 for 2 as well. So that's something you can't be doing in a game like they played against St. Louis. So that's garbage hitting right there. You got to be more consistent in those at those at bats. Now Braitley went 1 for 3. He had 3 RBIs last night. Brentley. He walked one time and struck out um, um, one time. So also Korea went 0 for 4. So half of the lineup didn't even get a single hit or run. Now Grunell, that's he went 2 for 4. So he was the only one that got a hit, 2 for 4. Reddick went 1 for 4. Also, Chirios went 0 for 4. So I say this: half of that lineup didn't even get a single hit, but except for Bradley and um, Grunell. So I look at it this way: this team's got to have better um, plate appearance at bats. You got to have better plate appearances. That's one thing about it. They left. Let's see. They struck out 12 times. That's something you can't be doing and expecting to win games like that. You got to be consistent at the plate. Also, they left 8 on base, so that's not too bad. I'm not gonna fuss about that, but the truth of the matter is, this right here, I'm gonna be very concerned about with this team. The 12 strikeouts. So they were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. That's something you can't you cannot do. You're 66 and 39. You should be able to be consistent at the on the base pads and at the plate. So that was just a pissy loss for the Houston Astros. And if you ask me, um, and they left 6 on base. So let's go over the pitching. Um, um, Ug, 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 Aquidi, trying to say his name, Aquidi. Um, he had 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 1 run. One of them was earned. 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. 6 strikeouts and 2 walks. 4.26 ERA. Harris went 1 inning. He gave up a hit, earned run, and 1 strikeout. 182. Presley, he got the loss. He went. He didn't have no innings of work. He gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. 3 of them was earned. He gave up 1 walk. He gave up a home run. His ERA is 2.03, so he should be like throwing strikes. Now, the last guy, um, we're looking at him right now. Diva Sky, Devon Sky, had one hit given up. He gave up 1 walk. He gave up 1 strikeout. 4.50 ERA. Um, let's see. Strikeout to walk ratio was 8-4. On the For the team, they gave up 2 home runs. So these two guys were major factors in this loss um, against St. Louis. So will they bounce back? I think they will. I think they will bounce back against Houston today. So Martinez got the loss. So for St. Louis. Now St. Louis got some. St. Louis was showing you their box score. Um, so they left 13 on base, but they struck out only 8 times. So they had plate discipline at the plate. So they had plate discipline. So that is and their pitching staff um, struck out 12 batters and walked only 4. They only gave up 1 home run, and that was this guy right here, um, flat, 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 flat hasty, healthy. If I'm saying his name right, he had 9 strikeouts, so he gave up 1 home run. So look, that's the difference. If you give up less home runs to none, you'll win. But if you continue to give up home run after home run after home run after home run, you're not winning anything. Zero, period, end of story. So let's go ahead and go to the CFL. We're going to go to the CFL now. We'll go to there. CFL. CFL scores. We'll go to CFL. We'll recap the CFL games from Friday night. So let's go there. I got it right on my screen. Okay, this is we'll recap this game right here. Calgary wins 17-16 over Ottawa. We'll recap this game right here. We'll go ahead and give you a recap on this one. Okay, they win 17-16 over the Ottawa Red Blacks. Calgary wins. Nick Arbuckle had 30 of 37 passing, 370. Carey had 9 carries for 70 yards. Also, Ambrose had 5 catches for 79 yards. Jenkins had 15 of 18 passing, 125, 1 touchdown. Also, Crockett had 18 carries for 84 yards. And Sinopoli had um, 7 catches for 76 yards for the Ottawa Red Blacks. So let's go ahead and give you the scoring summary. Okay, scoring summary, we'll do that. Okay, scoring summary as followed. Okay, we'll show you in the screen. Okay, Ottawa did score first on the field goal, made it 3-0. Calgary scored on another field goal, made it tied it up at 3. Also, it was literally field goals in the first quarter for both teams. Now, second quarter, it was once again literally field goals, and then the third quarter was literally field goals. So both teams, so between the first, second, and third quarter, it was literally field goals in those ball games. So now in the fourth quarter, um, Ottawa scored on a 23-yard pass play um, for a touchdown, made it 16-12, and Ottawa got a safety. It was 16-14, but at the very last end, um, Calgary kicks a field goal. It was a 31-yard attempt. It was good. 17-16 the final, so that was the final score, 17 to 16. Calgary wins over Ottawa. Let's go ahead and give you the stats in this game. Okay, Calgary had 27 first downs to 13 for Ottawa. Third down efficiencies for both teams. Calgary was 2 for 3. Also, Ottawa was 1 for 2 plays in the game. Calgary had 68. Ottawa had 42. Um, Total yards 474 for Calgary and 218 for Ottawa. Also, yards per play 7.3 for Calgary, and Ottawa had 5.3. Passing was led by Calgary. Um, Rushing, Calgary had 123 yards rushing. Ottawa had 96 yards rushing. Yards per play, both teams was even at 4. No rushing touchdowns in the game. So it was literally field goals in this ball game throughout those quarters. So the only touchdown came in the fourth quarter. That was the um, Jonathan Jennings 23-yard pass to Brad Sinopoli. Um, so that's your breakdowns right. Okay, we'll give you the carries for Calgary. Carey had 9 carries. Williams had 15. Both were the leaders of in 123 yard. Also, Am Abels had 5 catches. Um, Bagleton had 7. Also, Rogers had 7 for 71. Now let's go over the defensive side. Let's see. Um, they had two, 2 sacks in that game. McManus and Casher had 2 sacks in the games for the Calgary Stampeders. So that is the Canadian football breakdown from Thursday night's game. That was from Thursday night. Let's give you the and Friday Canadian Football League. This is week number. So let's go ahead and week number 7 of the Canadian football season. Okay, Edmonton wins 26 nothing over Toronto. This is another game we'll give you a breakdown over. Okay, let's go ahead and give you the breakdowns for this one. Okay, let's give you the scoring plays. Let's begin. Give you the scoring plays. Okay, first quarter Edmonton did score, made it 7-0 at the 3:45 mark. So they scored at the 3:59, but the extra point was good at 3:45, made it 7-0. Um, Edmonton did score on 2 field goals, 21 yards and 47 yards. That was in the second quarter of their game. So we'll show you you'll see the video running in the screen. So on the okay, this is the third quarter. Edmonton did score on a 4-yard touchdown, made it 20-0. And then in the fourth quarter, they kicked 2 field goals for the blowout win. It was 26-0. Edmonton winning the game. Let's give you the stats on this one. Okay, Edmonton had 27 first downs. Third down efficiency was 2 for 2 for Edmonton. They used 67 plays, 438 yards total, 6.5 average. They passed 27 for 39, 7.6 average on pass. Also rushing 140 yards, 5.0 yards per rush. And the time of possession was Edmonton winning the time possession battle 38 minutes and 15 seconds to 21 minutes and 45 seconds for the Toronto Argonauts. So that's the comparisons. Let's go ahead and give you the stats on these games. Okay, Bethel Thompson had 6 of 18 passing, 90 yards. He had an interception in the game. Also, Burks had 9 carries for 42 yards. That was 4.7 average. That was for Toronto. We'll go over Edmonton in just a few minutes. Um, Walker had 5 catches for 85. Smith 2 catches for 29. And J. Ralph had 3 catches for 19. Let's see the defense, no sacks, and let's go over to the Edmonton side. Let's go to the Edmonton Tiger Cats, Edmonton Eskimos. Harris had 27 for 39 passing, 298. Cooper had 22 carries, so he was the lead rusher for Edmonton, 128. His average was 5.8 a carry. Also, it was Collins have 6 catches for 82 yards, 13.7 average. Smith had 53, 5 for 53, so he was 5 for 53. 5 catches for 53. He also had a 10.6 average. Ellison had 4 catches for 50, 12.5 average. So pretty good numbers for the Edmonton Eskimos. And let's see, the main sack guy for um, Edmonton was Bo 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 as Bo Sag. He had 2 sacks. Also, Usher had 1 sack for the so that's um, two. That should be 4 sacks in that game. So they had 4 sacks in the football game for the Edmonton Eskimos. So um, with those two sack leaders. So once again, the Edmonton Eskimos win 26-0 over the Toronto Argonauts. So let's go ahead and give you the Friday recaps in just a second. I'm going to go there. Okay, Friday recaps we'll have. Let's go ahead and go over the Friday recap. It was Hamilton winning 23-15 over Winnipeg. We'll give you the play by scoring recap and also okay. Um, let's go ahead and give you the scoring recap. Okay, scoring recap. Let's begin in the first quarter. You'll see the video in the screen, so you'll see the highlights if you along with the scoring summary. So we'll have it muted, so you won't be able to. So, but you'll see the video. So you'll see the video. Okay. First play, they did score. Hamilton on a 22-yard score made it 6-0, but they did score on another 1-yard run, made it 12-0. But the extra point, 2-point conversion was good, so extra point. So with the two, made it 14-0. Hamilton, Winnipeg did score on the 25-yard pass play from Matt Nichols to Devine Adams for 25-yard touchdown, made it 14-7. Hamilton got a safety that was at the 4:17 mark. Also, Hamilton kicked a field goal. It was a 21-yard attempt. It was good. Made it 17-9. Also, Hamilton kicked another field goal, made it 20-9, and then Winnipeg kicked the 33-yard field goal, made it 20-12. So they had a pretty good lead, a 20-12 lead, and then Winnipeg made it 23-12 on a 42-yard attempt, and then um, lastly it was a 18-yard field goal. So the third and the fourth quarter had field goals, field goal attempts in it. So that's one thing. Look, these football teams right here, these are look Winnipeg and Hamilton. So they kicked those field goals. So the only safety came in the second quarter by Hamilton. It was so. Let's give you the recap on the Canadian football. If you're a Canadian football fan, you can come in and state your opinion about these games via Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. Um, let's give you the statistics from last night's game. Okay, Winnipeg had 19 first downs to 14 for Hamilton, so Winnipeg had more first downs. Passing first downs was 15 to 8 in favor of Winnipeg. Rushing was 5 to 3 in favor of Hamilton. Third down efficiency 2 of 3 for Winnipeg, and 1 for 1 for um, Hamilton. Total plays in the game was 62 for Winnipeg and 51 for Hamilton. Um, let's see. Winnipeg had 324 yards. Hamilton had 217. They were at 4.6, and Winnipeg was at 5.4. Passing 19 of 32 for Hamilton, 30 of 49 for Winnipeg. Rushing yards, let's see, um, 60, 83 to 62 in favor of Hamilton, so they got their yards out of the runs. Um, also, let's see. Time of possession. That's the main thing we're going to be focusing on. Time of possession. Time of possession. Hamilton loses the battle. 31 minutes to 31 minutes and 1 second for Winnipeg, and also 28:59 for Hamilton. So that was the thing on it. Let's go ahead and okay. Winnipeg. Nichols had um, 29 of 48 passing, 261, 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Harris had 8 carries for 53 yards for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and Harris also had 8 catches for 64. So he had a pretty good night on those catches and um, carries. So the sacks. Let's see how many sacks they had. Winnipeg had 2. So that was Richardson and Roth. That's all ROH. So that is the Winnipeg breakdown. Okay, let's go to Hamilton. Hamilton passer Evans had 13 to 25 passes, 94 yards, no 1 interception, no touchdown. Also, Iron had 9 carries for 45 yards, 5.0 average. Jeremiah Masoli had 2 carries for 23 yards. So he's that Ole Miss quarterback, but he can run the ball now. Now, Banks had 6 catches for 48 yards, so he was the leading catch person on for their team. And let's see, sacks. Let's look at the sacks. Tracy had 1 sack in the game for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. So that is the CFL football recap. Let's go ahead and give you the standings. while we go. Okay, standings as of right now in the Eastern Division of the CFL. Hamilton's at 5-1 with that win. They get 10 points. So they're on a two-game winning streak. Montreal is at 3-2. They're on a three-game winning streak. Also, Ottawa at 2-4. Toronto at 0-6. So they are kind of down at the cellar. Now in the Western Division, Winnipeg is 5-1, so they have the best record right now. They're on a one-game winning streak. Also, Calgary is 4-2. They're on a two-game winning streak. Um, also, Edmonton is 4-2. Also, Saskatchewan's at 2-3. BC is at 1-5. So that is your Canadian football recaps. We'll recap tomorrow. We'll recap Saskatchewan and BC. We'll recap it tomorrow. Let's go ahead and go over some news headlines. So let's switch this out. Sorry about that. Sorry about the problems we had. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this. Talk about Michael Thomas's contract. With Michael Thomas camp absent, Saints players are not concerned. Part of the game, so that's rightfully so. I think because look, this contract dispute between Michael Thomas will most likely get settled sooner or later. I mean, look, the Saints players are not concerned about this. Look, I know a lot of people on social media is going to be concerned about this because they're saying, "Oh, it's too much of money," and blah 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 blah. No, look, you got to pay your profitable wide receivers because look, you can lose this guy in an instant. If he does, he'll go free agent. He'll go to another team. That's one thing about it. If you got to, the Saints has got to be very proactive on getting Michael Thomas's contract settled. Because look, Jim Morris said it. It's not going to be a distraction for the Saints because the thing is, next man up. Next man up. That's the thing about it. So, look, if you think I'm concerned about this contract dispute, I'm not. I hope it does get settled sooner or later. So this is from Harvey Toops. You can reach it's TEOPE. You can reach him at the Advocate / Times Picayune. That's the Advocate / Times Picayune. So let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Okay, no slowing down. This is what we're talking about. Walker's comment article. No slowing down for the Saints. Ageless wonder. Drew Brees, and he knows it. I like to see that. Look, he is not going to get old. Look, a lot of people might say, "Oh, Brees is going to go and within a year. He's not gonna be around again." Blah 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 blah. No, I don't think so. Cause Brees, look, I mean, he will find the fountain of youth. Look, at 40 something, at 40 years old, he will find the fountain of youth without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, a lot of people might say, "Oh, he's going to be done within maybe 2 years or something like that." No. Look, the longer Breeze plays, the the long Breeze plays, the better. So that's my take on it. What's yours about Drew Brees? You think he's going to be a fluke this year? You can give me your opinion via Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. So that's my take on it. So, And I'm pretty sure you got Brady. Brady will be playing till he no longer can play no more. Breeze too. So that's my take on it. This is from Rob Walker. You can reach Rob Walker at the Advocate slash Times Picayune. That's the Advocate slash Times Picayune. Okay. Day one of Saints training camp. Let's talk about that. Day one of Saints training camp. Um, this is from Herbie um, TOP. Harvey TOP. You can reach him at the Advocate slash Times Picayune. That's the Advocate slash Times Picayune. This is his column. Um, they did wrap up earlier, so Saints training camp. Okay, Peyton says the end of June minicamp he was that he liked. The team was health wise and was showing attendance, so that's good. I like to see that. I'd like to see that at the Saints training camp. So we'll show you. We'll play one of the video clips. So give me 1 second. We'll wind it back and we'll play it. So let you hear from one of the Saints players in a few seconds. So also participation. Michael Thomas holding out. Also running back Jabarius Buck Allen is unclear. He was not on the field. Two absence. Larry Wolford and Cameron Meredith um, was most likely out. Also, center exchange, Cameron Tom start off the first 11 drill session with the starting unit. Excuse me, Nick Easton worked with the second unit, and Will Clapp with the third unit. So I'm pretty sure. Look, when it's all said and done on the center position, I'm pretty sure somebody is going to be in that starting role as center for the Saints. So expect this is what I say. Next man up. So um, Ted Ginn um, and Keith Kirkwood was also on the starting unit for the 11 on 11s. And also rotation Simeon Cobb Jr. was in there as well. Also rookie Emmanuel Butler looked great. So it's a lot of stuff coming out of Saints training camp um, that the news media is covering pretty good. Now, so nickel watch. This is something we're looking at right here. How you doing, Fox 87? What's going on? We're talking about the Saints right now. I'm going to be going through the Pacifics. Okay, with the Saints mostly sticking to the 4-3 defense, starting cornerbacks Marshawn Lattimore and Eli Apple um, manning the outside spots. Also, cornerback P.J. Williams or and Patrick Robinson are two contenders for the nickel position. And also, meanwhile, Ken um, Crowley started 13 games. He's also with the third team. So that was the also returner battles going on with Shariels and Harris. So that's something right there. We need to be paying attention to with punt returners. Yes, it did start Friday, yesterday. So Saints camp is underway now. Okay, the play of the day was Jared Cook bolstering a um, I think it was a catch. It was during the 11 on 11 drills. So Saints will return to practice. They're completed. They did their practices earlier this morning at 10 minutes to 9. So um, I look at it this way. Let's go ahead and play. Cam Jordan. We'll play a few clips of him. Let me go ahead and switch this over. Give me 1 second. So I'm about to put this video on, and we'll hear Cam Jordan. So let's go ahead and set that up.
How frustrating is it that one of the key players isn't here? And that's what we're talking about is the holdout.
What's frustrating about knowing Mike T's work ethic? I mean, we all know he works hard. He gives 100% every play. Whether that's in practice, in a walkthrough, I've seen this man break a tremendous sweat. I'm not worried about any of it. Until Drew gets worried, I'm not worried. That's a question for a quarterback, not a defense man. I should not hit a quarterback.
And rightfully so. He shouldn't worry about what Michael Thomas. Look, to be honest with you, look, he's going to come to camp. He will come to camp. I mean, when he gets his contract. So that's something, look, Saints fans should not worry about right now. You got to worry about your battles in the camp. Like the nickel position, the center position, and most likely the punt returner positions and the kick returner positions. You got to be concerned about that. I mean, look, if Cameron Meredith, Simeon Cobb, Keith Kirkwood puts out in the camp, I'm gonna tell you they're going to be getting a lot of press. So that's my take on the Saints training camp. We'll have more throughout the year with this with football. So it's football season underway. Yes, yes, Fox 87. Yes, yes. You can't be worried about what Michael Thomas is doing right now. Loans, if he gets his contract, he will be fine. I mean, if you have concerns like that, that is going to be a distraction going into the training camp. So that's my take on it. Let's go ahead and go over some more. We have more Saints news to talk about. We'll go through it. Okay, watch highlights. Let's go ahead. Watch some highlights from as the Saints hit training camp. Breeze, Kamara. So we'll go ahead and play some videos. So if you want to, we'll show you a few highlights from the camp. Let's give you a highlight reel of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead. Kind of keep it down because no music. Okay, this is the first play we're showing you right here. That was the first little plays. So this is what we're showing you at the Saints training camp. Okay, there was going the wide receivers was catching a few balls. So this was Breeze hooking up with one of the wide receivers. So, and it's another one. So you're gonna see packages. So this is what we're showing you. Okay, this guy right here. Look, he gets a good catch. So Breeze showing you in this video, it's not off target. So let's go ahead and see what else we'll look at. This was Zion and Jackson Hayes at the camp. And Breeze is throwing the ball. And then Coach Payton. So this is a pretty good little package right here. So, and then the fans out at the new bleachers that they put in. So that I think that's a new exemption to their training camp facility. Let's go ahead and go through the video. Okay, they was working out. So, okay, that's the fans right there. So, we can't play video audio because we have music in it. So we just have to play the video through there. So watch the video. Yep, this one of the players doing the little drills. So what? Where does it's in Metairie, right outside of New Orleans. It's maybe yeah, it's in Metairie. So that's it's not in New Orleans, not in the actually in the city of New Orleans. It's in the outskirts of New Orleans, which is in Metairie, Jefferson Parish. So he's doing a little. That's look like he's on his so this is a defensive play right here by so this is another one. This is a little hit play for Drew Brees. So look, this is we'll play the video, but we can't play the audio in it because it has so much music in it. So just please bear with us. I mean, you'll never see the video, but can't play audio due to copyright restraints. So we have to be more careful. So it's in Rochester. Oh, yeah, about an hour. Oh, yeah, yeah. Saints training camp. This is from the Advocate slash Times Picayune. So that's a video of the Saints training camp. Once again, we can't play audio because it contains music, so we have to keep the things on mute. So we'll play the press conferences and stuff like that with the coaches, but we can't play it with music. So okay, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and see what else we can dive into today. Okay, for Saints fans, lasting efforts from the NFC Championship. Um, no call still lingers into the 2019 and 2020 seasons. So I know, to be honest with you, look, it's going to be. Does Facebook take your streams down? We play music. Yeah they will. If you have a copyright violation, they'll probably just mute it or something like that. That's what they'll do. But they won't take it down unless it's a serious issue. So you'll only get a copyright restraint. So thanks for asking that question. Okay, I want to get back to what I was talking about. So uh, yeah, this last year's game really stabbed the Saints fans in the back with the no calls. So I'll be honest with you, this is a revenge year for the New Orleans Saints. This is a revenge year. So I'll be honest with you. Look, they're not gonna look. These Saints fans are not gonna take when they play the Rams this year. They're not gonna take that game lightly. They're looking for revenge. So that's my take on it. This is from Nathan Brown. You can reach him at the Advocate slash Times Picayune. That's the Advocate slash Times Picayune. Okay, let's see what else we're going to talk about. Okay, let's talk about this. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is from what does Breeze say to critics about the 2018 offense? Saints can't always win 48-7. No, and he's right. Saints cannot win 48-7 or 50-7 or whatever. Look, we're a high-powered offense. You're going to have high-scoring games in these games throughout the 2019 season. To be honest with you, you can't win 48-7. You can't, like I said. I mean, look, we're not trying to blow people out. We're just trying to just score. That's all we're trying to do. Um, with all the fans saying you don't run up the score a lot, blah 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 blah, that's bullshit. You can't say that because look, this offense can go to um, extreme heights. I mean, they'll blow people out by 20, but they won't blow them out by only scoring 7. So it won't happen in reality. So with all the critics saying that the Saints are just running up the score, don't give me a fucking break. It's not gonna happen. So this is from Jeff Nowick. You can reach him at the Advocate slash Times Picayune. That's the Advocate slash Times Picayune. Okay. Saints. Okay. Alvin Kamara. Balanced fun. Work towards goal. I had a year 3, so that's his goal right there. This is from Amy Just. You can reach her at the Advocate slash Times Picayune. Alvin Kamara should work towards his goal. Look, he wants to have fun, so be it. But he's got a goal in mind. And the biggest goal is to get in the playoffs, get into the NFC Championship, and most likely get to the Super Bowl. That's the thing about it. That's the biggest goal for the New Orleans Saints this season. So, um, we're showing you the article. If you want to comment on this article, you can comment about Alvin Kamara. Come on down. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. So let me see if that thing's clipped off. See if the recorders caught it. No, I didn't do it. So we'll just go through the rest of the show without the recorder on. So we apologize. So let's go over some more headlines. All right. Okay. We talked about that already. Cam. We talked about that. We showed you that video. So let me go back to see what else we need to talk about here. We're at an hour and 2 minutes. So okay. Let's go over to okay. Sean Payton explains the pass interference rule changes league um, decision to be finalized. So that's good. He did state what the rule states and stuff like that. So with the pass interference, so this is his quote right here. We're showing you his quote, Sean Payton. So I think, to be honest with you, this pass interference rule should be tweaked because look, a lot of teams, except for the Saints, will get those no calls. But the truth of the matter is, it's got to be fair down the middle. If you look at it, because look, they're going to have those same officials um, officiating these games this year. But you got to be concerned about that. If they do have them in there, you do have a right to challenge that rule. That's one thing you have. And Sean Payton, if they do have to go through it again, challenge that rule this time. Don't sit there and let this go to the wayside because look, the NFL, sure, Roger Goodell kind of swept it under the rug and stuff like that during the Super Bowl week, but the truth of the matter is, it's going to continue to linger on. And the national sports talk media, they can say all they want about the Saints, saying they're crying and all that and whining and about those calls. Look. What happens? What will happen if one of those national teams that they love so much get one of those pass interference calls? They'll be outraged. The national media, they'll be absolutely outraged. we had a right to be outraged last year. We had to, and we also had lawsuits in place by the fans. So look, so if the national media thinks we're just crybabies, they can they can just don't talk about our team. So because Colin Cowherd, he was the worst. Also Jason Warlock, he was the worst. Um, Calling out the Saints. So that's my take on it. This is from Amy Just. You can reach Amy Just at the Advocate slash Tom's Picayune. That's the Advocate slash Tom's Picayune. Okay, let's go ahead and give you another. Okay, J.J. Redick joins Zion Williamson in declining an opportunity to try out for the USA. Yeah, yeah, I hate. Yeah, I really don't like Colin Cowherd. I don't like Jason Warlock. I really don't like those people. Fox, I really don't. Cause last season when he was on there, they was calling Saints crybabies and stuff like that. I really got angry with that, with those two. I don't like them. I don't like those national media pundits. I really don't. So, um, JJ, once again, JJ Redick joins Zion Williamson and declining opportunity to try out for the Team USA ahead of the World Cup. Look, and rightfully so, because look, if you're going up against international competition, but the truth of the matter is, look, you got to prepare for your NBA seasons. You just can't go out there parading around, going against international talent. You're only going to win a medal. You're not. They're not worried about that. The only concern is to win a championship in the NBA. They're worried about that. They're not worried about winning a gold medal. Look, so that's my take. JJ Redick is not going to play for the team, so U.S. team. So I think it's very imperative for them not to play this year. I mean, get some college players in there if they want to. If they want to play for the U.S., get some college players because that would help. Only national media I like is Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, I mean, I really don't like him neither. To be honest with you, I'm sorry, Fox. I really don't like him neither. So I know you can like him. That's your right, but I don't like him. So let's go ahead and go over some more stuff. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at. Okay. Okay. U High. Jacqueline Roy is the top recruit committed to LSU for a second time, so he's going to be coming to LSU for the 2020 class. He's from U High School. Nah, I don't think so, Fox. I really don't. thanks for the for the invitation, but I decline. I rather do it in my home because um, I don't want to be a part of that. So the national media. So um, let's go over enough about that. Let's go ahead and talk about Jacqueline Roy. He's come to LSU. Um, he's coming from University High. That's in Baton Rouge. He is the top recruit committed to LSU by 24/7 Sports. Um, so he is a 6'3", 289-pound player. He um, he had offers from Texas and Texas A&M and Alabama. So he had three schools, and then LSU was on the list. So I'm glad he got sent. Yeah, yeah. I don't. I don't. Look, you, me, Sports Fair. We rather do it on the internet than doing it with those national media guys because they can blow smoke up your ass. So okay, enough about that. Let's go ahead and just talk about this. LSU has 22 commitments, so I think we're stacked for the future. So that's this is his notes right here. Um, came out on February 28, 2019 at 9:13. So he was on. This was his notes. So I think to me, look, this is the 2020 class we're going to show you right here on the screen. So they have a lot of national players out of. So I look at it this way: this recruiting class is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Tulane will start. Fox Tulane will start Thursday, August 29th, and LSU August 31st. So that's um, the recruiting news from Brooke uh, Knockviner. You can reach him as Kubena. You can reach him at the Advocate/Times Picayune. That's the Advocate/Times Picayune. Okay, we'll watch the video. Okay, let's see what else. We'll. Okay, Unite as a Dream School. Cade and Brandon Doherty aims for a baseball national title. This is from Wilson Alexander. You can reach him at the Advocate. That's the Baton Rouge side. So you can reach him at the advocate.com. That's in the Baton Rouge section. Okay, I'll give you a score update in just a few minutes. So we're just gonna have to switch the computers. So I'll go ahead and give you a score update in just 1 second. Let me switch out my computers. Okay, let's go ahead and give you some MLBs. I'm gonna see if we got any MLB games going on. I'll switch this over. Give me 1 second for the switchovers. Okay. 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 MLB scores. We'll give you MLB scoreboard update right now. So if you right now no games going on, but they will have the Blue Jays and the Rays at 2:07 Central Time. Also the Dodgers and Nationals at 3:05. Also the Red Sox and the Yankees at 3:05. Also the Tigers and Mariners at 3:10. Also the Marlins and D-backs at 5:10. The Braves and the Phillies at 6:05. The Cubs and the Brewers at 6:10. Also the Twins and the White Sox will be at 6:10. Also the Pirates and Mets will be at 6:10. I don't want to go too fast. 6:10 is the Rockies and Reds. Also the Indians and Royals at 6:15. The Astros will play at 6:15. Also the 7:40 the Giants and Phillies. Eight Angels and Orioles at 8:07. And also the excuse me Rangers and Angels at 8:07. So that's your MLB scoreboard update. Okay, we'll show you the soccer. Let's go ahead and show you the soccer scores in just a second. Okay, we'll show you. We'll flash them on the screen as we go. Okay, games going on. This is the Major League Soccer. New England versus Orlando. The New York Red Bulls will take on I think it's Columbus. Also, Chicago and DC United will play at 7 p.m. Also, Dallas and RSL will That's I think that's also Houston and Seattle will play. Also Minnesota and Vancouver, Montreal and Philadelphia, Philly and Cincinnati, Toronto and Cincinnati will be at 7. Also San Antonio and Colorado and Portland and Los Angeles will play at 9:30. Also games going on. That's in the Dutch league. It's AJAX leading 2-0. That's in the 80th minute. Also, in the friendly competition, um, BAR. That's I think that stands for Barcelona. Won 2-0. Also, Manchester City wins 3-1. Also, INT and PSG. That's Paris Saint Germain, even at 1 on a penalty kick. Also, WHU wins 1-0 over Fullerton. Also, let's see, L L L E L. That's LEL winning two, tied up at 2. Also, in another game, LEL wins 2-1. Also, so I can't these abbreviations. Okay, this is um, L Bar. L Bar wins 2-0, and this one was abandoned. This game right here between um, Bo Russia dot something dot. I mean, these names are hard to pronounce, but we'll keep going at it. Okay, see if I can set the stream. So, these are your scores. We'll flash them on the screen if you want to. The Mexican League games have will be later. Also, the Chinese Super Leagues scores and the Belgium First Division A. That's their games and stuff. So we'll go back to sports headlines. Let me minimize my thing and go back in here. So we got that. So let's go back to what I was talking about. Okay. This is This is an article about Cade and Brandon Doherty. These two are dreaming of having a national championship with LSU. So this is what we're showing you. So I think these two right here will win a national championship before they careers ends at LSU. So I think they will win a national championship. This is a great article of these two guys coming to LSU to play baseball. So that's Cade playing for Destrehan. Also, so this is a great article to read. This is from Wilson Alexander. You can reach him at the Advocate slash Tom Picayune. He has the Advocate Baton Rouge section. You can go to advocate.com slash Baton Rouge to get his articles. Okay, I think I'm gonna see. All right. Okay, Grant Delpert was named to the Walter Camp Player of the Year watch list. So congratulations to Grant Delpert for making that list. So this is from Brooke um, Nakavina. You can reach him at the Advocate slash Times Picayune. It's the Advocate slash Times Picayune. Okay, he is one of the watch list players. Let's see who's from Louisiana. Um, none. None from Louisiana. Only player is Grant Delpert. So once again, congratulations to him. No LSU player has won the World Camp Award since 2006, since 1967. Excuse me, 1967. So um, that is from the Advocate. It's a little nervous. Okay. See what else. Okay, I think we covered everything on today's show. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Turn off the computers. Okay. Switch out everything. Turn everything off. Okay. This concludes today's Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Saturday, July 27. We'll be back tomorrow with another show. Apologize for everything going on today. We had a little um, loading issues with our computers and stuff like that. So we'll make sure it won't happen again. I mean, look, I appreciate it. Fox 87 coming in today, so we'll be back tomorrow. Um, Once again, like, share, and subscribe. Everything is on the screen. You can email me anytime if you have any concerns about the show. Just email me, um, carrie.wehmeyer at yahoo.com. So you can email me anytime if you have a concern about the show, or you can give me accolades or whatever. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/carrie.wehmeyer.the number 75. Also, you can follow me at www.facebook.com um, KLW782540. That's the sports page. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Sports Talk 2505. Just put the underscore under a little bit below talk, so I have it on the screen. Sports Talk 2505. Also, you can follow me on um, the Sports Talk 78 WordPress page, the Sports Talk 78 sports blog. Also, you can follow me on Tumblr. That's tumblr.com/blog, two slashes, and then Sports Talk 78. So that is it for today. Everybody have a good afternoon.